Welcome guys to another episode of Bedwars. I've made a vow to myself to be more conscious of, I guess, everything in Bedwars games. Because usually, most times that I lose Bedwars games, I try not to blame, okay, obviously always you can blame your PvP skills when you lose a Bedwars game. You cannot, but I feel like that's cheap. That's a cheap option. Every time, like, if you just wonder why you lost, what you could have done to win, and you say, you know what, PvP, it's nothing else. I feel like it's kind of a cop-out in my opinion. Give me a second. He died, right? Yeah. I feel like it's a cop-out. So I've told myself I'm gonna be more conscious of it. This guy just left. I'm gonna be a bit more conscious of, I guess, everything. More so, like, specifically, I guess, resources. Because most of the time when I lose, like, in a final battle or something, I'm like, damn, that guy had, like, sharpness and protection, and I was broke. I had nothing. Okay, this guy is actually just... What I don't even know what type of bridging that is. And I am just kind of locked. Because I don't have blocks. Well, no, I'm gonna fail miserably if I'm trying to make this jump. Let's go. Holy crap, that guy was insane. See, prime example right there. Because I could have gotten wool. Like, I was locked there, right? Because I didn't have blocks. I could have gotten more. Because I had like 50 gold, not 50 gold, 50 iron in my E-chest. But I didn't. Why? I don't know. Just to save time or something. So, like, learn from my mistakes. This is just a reskinned map for... I don't know. I can't remember what map it is. Also, I don't know why I was saying this is just a reskin map. Like, all Christmas festive maps aren't just reskin maps. Like, do I really expect them to make original maps? No. Do I really expect Hypixel to put that much work in 2025? Okay. Well, at least I decided to not keep bridging. Thank you. Please don't have something else. Yes, just well, thank you for being lazy. I really appreciate that. I need to stop doing that, actually. Stop being lazy. Okay, perfect. Now I need to be fast. I need to be proactive. I need to be quick. I need to get everything I can. I'm not gonna get... okay, I can get a gapple, but I'm not, because I'm gonna save it up. I've also kind of made it a note to be more speedy. I guess, like, whenever I can, really. Mostly with, like, block placements. Maybe not at mid, because people are gonna see that I've been to mid. So then they're gonna, like, I'm gonna have a target on my back from that, because they're gonna be like, damn, that guy has resources, I should get rid of him quick. But I guess the main thing is... Okay, I know I don't talk about diamond upgrades a lot on this channel. Like, trust me, I barely mention it. But, I mean, like, diamonds, especially. That's what I was going with, like, that's where I was going with the whole PvP conversation. Because a lot of the time, I'm like, damn, bro, if I had good PvP, that guy would have died. But, like, you also think he had sharpness, he had proc. I didn't, I was broke, I was poor. So that as well is also like a variable that people don't really think of. Or well, I don't think of at least. That's why I think that naming things, blaming things on PvP skill is a cop-out. It's like, there's another metaphor example on the tip of my tongue, but I can't exactly remember what it is. It's like, looks, when it comes to, like, socializing. Like, people say, oh man, people aren't nice to me because I don't look good. And then I'm like, okay, well, you can't... And, okay, I was about to skip to a different metaphor. That just came to my mind, but I'll pace myself this time. I won't let my stupid monkey brain take over. But people talk about looks, and I'm like, well, you could just improve your social skills. Like, even like... Okay, not to sound like a terrible person, but, you know, I gotta say it, even like ugly people, right? Who have good social skills get treated well just because they have good social skills. You know what I'm saying? Another good example I have is aim, especially in games. People like to blame aim a lot. And trust me, I've been there. Because I feel like in video games in general, aim is one of my worst traits. Not traits, but I guess weaknesses. My aim is just terrible in all games. This was especially like an Overwatch thing. I used to blame my aim in a lot of things. But like a lot of coaches in like back in the day, not back in the day, but even now, say like don't blame your aim. Like, you can sit in, like, aim labs forever and just, like, be shooting a bunch of balloons. Okay, I'm gonna kill this guy first. Yes. Let's fight. This guy could just be, like, a god. Okay, he hit me with blocks. He's not a god, I can confirm. This guy might be a god. I don't want to lose my, Okay, this guy's not a god. I don't want to lose my, Oh, he was a final as well. Yeah, I was saying I don't want to lose my... invis part, that's the one. Yeah, but a lot of people blame aim. It all just applies to, like, the 80-20 rule. If you know what that is. Okay, I'm really getting in my self-improvement side in this video now. The 80-20 rule, right, is basically this principle that in every skill, everything you learn to do, there's an 80%, no, there's a 20% of skill or knowledge or work that you can do in that skill that will give you 80% of the results. Like, for example, right, I'll try and give maybe a bit more obscure one. Okay, let's think about makeup, right? So me, right, I'm a guy, I know nothing about makeup. But if you gave me the best, like, products ever, because people get very fussed, I've noticed people get very fussed about, like, makeup products. If you gave me, like, the best products in the world, I would still, and I did makeup on someone, I would still be terrible at makeup, you know what I'm saying? But if you gave, like, literally the greatest makeup artists in the world, like, just really mediocre products, they would still do a good job, you know what I'm saying? They do better than me with the world's best products. So that's what I mean. Another example, like, okay, I'm starting to sound annoying with these examples now. Like cooking, right? Like a master, like a Michelin star chef with mediocre ingredients would do so much better than me with the greatest ingredients in the world. Let's steal these diamonds. Spend them. Get a pickaxe as well. No, not a pickaxe, maybe a fireball. How many diamonds do I have? I have enough for Prot 2. Fireball, mine sword. Did he void? Is he back at his base, or am I just like about to see that my bed is gone? Okay. Oh man, that was just, I knew that was coming. Like, as soon as I stepped on the bridge, I knew that was coming. Where is he? Wait, what was that diagonal bridge that I just saw? What just entered my screen? Okay, let's spend these emeralds. As in these two things. Leave the rest. Okay. I'm surprised he's here this fast. Okay, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Do I just like follow him up? Okay, he's gonna break my bed, that's what he's gonna do. Well, maybe I still have time. No, my bed's gone. Okay. Well, at least I have like bare resources. Can I get like anything from here though? I can get Prot 3. I have Prot 3 diamond now. Just got this, a bunch of fireballs, want to use all of them. A bunch of this. I hope I was making sense there with my whole like saga of examples when it came to I guess the 80-20 rule, if you know what I mean. It's just it's one of my favorite rules when it comes to self-improvement, because it matters so much. Like, especially, like, I realized I didn't finish the example that I had about aim in games, that people are quick to blame aim a lot in things, but it's more so just like, yo, chill. How did he see me? I'm gonna get knocked off. Is that a knockback stick? That's a knockback stick. What do you mean? Okay, now, finally, let's talk about Minecraft, right? Because I'm talking about this whole, like, 80-20 thing, and in Minecraft, right, you can, as I started by saying, you can blame PvP all you want, but when you have a guy who's really good at PvP, but terrible at everything else in the game, right? Literally everything. I don't think I can make this. For example, me. No, I'm kidding. It's me minus the PvP, that's what I meant to say. someone who's like really good at PvP but terrible at everything else in the game. But then you have someone who's got good block placement, good resource management, good decision making, and stuff like that. Good, I don't know, just everything other than PvP. Then who wins? It's the guy. It's the guy who isn't like the best at PvP. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of proves. I know it's obvious. You're like, what? What do you mean? Obviously. Come on. Okay, nice. You're like, what? Obviously, PvP is one thing and everything else is like every other thing. You know what I'm saying? You'd think it might be obvious. Just let me get one hit. But that just kind of proves, like that experiment, it kind of proves that PvP is not the 80% of Bed Wars. I mean, it's not the 20% of Bed Wars. It's not the 20% of stuff that will make you better at the game. Okay, problem is, I'm gonna have to fight him at an angle. That didn't hit. Okay, I got a hit marker there. Let's be real. Ah, they didn't even die. I didn't even do knockback. Okay, my bed's gone, but I might be able to kill him still. Holy crap, I just got destroyed. Yeah, I think I would have been finished anyways. There's 3 guys at my base right now. Anyways, the lesson from that game was that I probably should have bought at least a stone sword when I respawned instead of just like trying to rush and run at him swinging. But anyways, that was another episode of Bed Wars, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. If you want to watch another one, it'll be on your screen now. Anyways, see ya.